People can't respect those who don't have other sources of happiness. When they sense that you completely rely on them, that they are the center of your life, that they are the crack to your pipe, there's a certain level of control that even children lose over you. And if you're dating someone and they sense this, no matter how attractive you are, no matter how much of a catch you are, you're going to completely disenchant them. Because complete and utter dependency on someone, completely making them the center of your attention, even though it's romantic in your creepy eyes, unfortunately is not received the same with people. You gotta see it as an addiction. Nothing is really bad in and of itself. But when you make something the center of your life, meaning when you, let me give you an example about this, right? Imagine this is you, your creepy little self, right? And these are the things that make you happy. Art, basketball, yoga, family, friends, right? This is balanced, okay? What happens then is that when you become dependent on someone or addicted to anything, all of these things go away, and now only one thing dominate your life. Meaning, if you notice there's this much space, now you remove all of that and all of it is taken up by one thing, one person. And this completely distorts your life. It changes the way people see you. Why? Because when this happens, a lot of bad things happen. A lot of bad things happen that you're not aware of. All you are aware of is that you're seeking their validation like a crackhead. What they're seeing is a transformation of your character. In fact, they might say all of a sudden they've been lied to. Now they're seeing somebody else. They're seeing a very needy person that at first they liked this. But now that you're comfortable, now that you sense that they like you, now that they give you that look, now that they say that they like you, now that you started imagining a future with them, now you reveal your real self. Now you completely ignore your friends. You stop playing basketball. You stop doing yoga. You stop hanging out with your family. And now you only have one valve of happiness. Only one thing gives you happiness. And this balance is extremely unhealthy. People see that. Even a child will see that. And they'll go like Birdman. They'll be like, ooh, I could take advantage of this motherfucker. And nobody will completely love you because when they see this, they see an addict. When they see this, they see someone whom they can't respect. And so they'll be with you, but they'll lack one quality, and that's respect. Why? Because you don't respect yourself. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust that you could be happy without them. As a guy, the moment that I decentered women, what do I mean by that? I found happiness from myself. I found habits that regulate my emotion. I don't need you to make me feel good. I don't need you to respond for me to feel good. Now, all of my behavior fundamentally changes. And I come across as more authentic. So we're going to talk about that. And by the way, people, I just came back from a meditation retreat. And so that's why I haven't made a video. I have a lot of good content to give you guys. And I'm going to give you guys my experience because I had a very weird, bad experience in the meditation retreat because I made one crucial mistake. So I'm going to talk about that on Patreon today, and I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about it on this channel tomorrow. And we're going to start our meditations once again on Patreon. So if you guys want to meditate with me, just join Patreon by clicking on the description down below. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org, and there you'll be able to book a one-on-one phone call with me today. So how does this? Because what happens is that decentering does not mean that you don't love them. A lot of people, when they want to give the impression that they are decentering people, a lot of people try to not show their emotions. It's not about that. It's the fact that they see the other things control you. Meaning, they see that your parents can influence your decision about hanging out with them. They see that your love for basketball can cause you to not see them tonight because you really want to play. And this causes people to feel jealous. This causes people to feel left out. And this causes them to seek your validation, to try to win you over, to try to get you to stop playing basketball so that you can hang out with me. That is not a bad thing. That's actually a healthy thing. It makes people appreciate you more. It's the fact that you have to go to work and that I'll miss you that makes me want to see you again. Somebody who centers you will quit their jobs to hang out with you every day. Somebody who has become crack addicted to you will literally stop hanging out with their friends for you. And anybody who sees that, oh, they're like, oh, this person can be played. Oh, it brings out a person's inner predator. So, but that, but that you have other sources of what? Happiness. It's not about that you don't love them, but that other things can make you happy. Other things can bring a smile to your face. Other things can change how you feel about yourself, right? This person that you're dating is not the only thing that could get you from unhappiness to happiness. You're able to sit and learn how to self-regulate yourself. How does that make you unattractive? Well, remember, this is actually an addiction. This is when your reticular activating system, the part of your brain that focuses on things that are rewarding, becomes overdrived, and you stop focusing on the other areas of life, and you narrow down your vision to one source of happiness. And this narrowing down of your vision causes you to also lose perspective on what's important in life. There's a type of woman that will literally pick her husband over her kids. There's a type of man that will literally destroy his life for some poom poom, right? It's an addiction that you're willing to sacrifice everything in your life for this. And so people unconsciously just cannot respect that. How could you love someone like that? You know what I'm saying? So not getting the validation, which is your crack, activates patterns of behavior that you can control. And so this is when people tell me, Father Alex, I could do your strategies until I like them. Well, guess what? What's happening is that as soon as you like them, your creepy self stops depending on other things for happiness, right? This is like the valve. This is like, imagine this is like a pipe, and this is and what's going through is happiness, right? You literally remove all of that, and in its place, you kind of like all of this, like you try to like you expand one thing to take the place of this, and this causes you to lose your judgment, causes you to not be able to control your thoughts and emotion, and that's why you'll literally become someone who you don't respect. And people will see that, they'll see the changes in you. And what's worse is that you will see it in yourself and you'll deny it. You'll blame them. Better yet, you'll blame Father Alex. My strategies are not working. No. What's wrong is something else. This gives them power over you. You become a literal puppet. And if the person is narcissistic, if the person doesn't love you, if the person is sad and is seeking to control someone for happiness, oh, they're gonna rub their hands like Birdman and take advantage of your goofy ass. Because you act goofy when this happens. You lose control. Why? Because when this didn't work out, you would go for this. And if this didn't work out, you would do this. And if your parents weren't there, you would go to your friends. But now you completely stripped it. You're so obsessed with love and getting validation that you're not seeing how this person might be manipulating you. Your brain will warp everything. She hit me. She cheated on me. Well, maybe I did something wrong. Why? Because if you blame them, you have no control. This gives them power, and this is an addiction. You are addicted to love. That's your drug. Some people do crack. Some people do sex. Your drug is validation from the opposite sex. What you have to do to change this is literally change your perspective. It's not that I don't want you to seek a relationship. You're wrong. I want you to seek something else. And you'll notice that when you actually seek this, your decision making will be different because you'll see things with clarity. And what's that? What you want to be able to do is prioritize happiness. Why? Anything that you put above your happiness, you will lose it. If you value getting their validation over your happiness, you're gonna lose them. It's like an addict. Whatever an addict values over their sobriety, they're gonna lose. If you value your children, but you're not prioritizing your sobriety, you're gonna lose them. If you value your job and you're putting more focus on working harder, but then you ignore your sobriety, you're gonna lose your job. If you are unhappy, whatever you bring into that unhappiness, you're gonna lose it. I swear to God. Like Like a lot of guys hear this and they'll say, how does, oh, fuck this shit. How does being happy get me chicks, for example, right? Because that's what I used to think. It's not that, it's the fact that no woman can make you happy. Or better yet, she can make you unhappy, but because you know you could recover, you don't cling on to her. You let her walk away. So when you believe that if they don't validate me, I can't be happy, you're gonna start acting like a damn crackhead. Like a damn crackhead. Tyrone Biggins, motherfucker. Like you be doing that shit. Become your own source of positive emotions. Learn to first start by self-generating happiness. You self-generate happiness by increasing your capacity to concentrate. Concentrate within the body. Anything within the body. Observe it within yourself. Observe your breath. Observe your emotion. Observe the sensation of experiencing the sensations of your body. This concentration will literally open up the valves of your emotion and allow you to release those negative emotions. Next thing is see the reality that you're needy and you must end it. Your neediness and your desire for validation is not going to work to bring you happiness. What you're trying to do is be happy, but you're not aware of it. You think you want their validation when in reality you're just unhappy. So how do you do that? Well, first things first, accept that reality. You're not seeking love. You're seeking happiness. And if you keep seeking love, you're going to keep making the mistake that maybe if I get them to like me, then I'll be happy. And you will stay in that cycle and never ever get out of it. Why? Because you're not in touch with reality. So observe your behavior, right? Realize that you don't really want their validation. You're just not happy. Observe that this pattern will never end. Getting their validation is not going to stop the pattern. It's just going to reinforce it. Because if you're needy and creepy and they validate you, that tells your brain, do it again, do it again, and do it again. And you'll live your whole life repeating the same relationships where people don't like you and don't respect you and expecting a different result. Open your eyes. This doesn't work. Using people for happiness actually pushes them away. Once you finally see it with your own eyes, then you can start behaving differently. Just observe. Oh, really? Notice, does this make you happy? Does the constant chasing of this person make you happy? Notice how it makes you behave. You'll start to see that you behave weird and creepy. You'll start to see that it brings out the worst in you. And getting in touch with that reality, because a lot of times we're just not connected to that because of our ego, I swear to God, your behavior changes. All of a sudden, the things that I tell you, you do it with much more ease. But if you're in denial, if you think this works and you keep doing it again, expecting and thinking that it works, and even when it doesn't work, you repeat it, it's because you're not really analyzing your life. You're just repeating behavior, expecting different results. There's a beauty in desperation. And your desperation shouldn't be to change them. Your desperation is to get in touch with reality, to free yourself from this desperate feeling for validation. And the beauty, you gotta believe that you can. I'm gonna be honest with you, I've learned that prayer works. In this retreat, in this meditation retreat, I saw how prayer, even if you don't believe, how prayer actually changes what you feel. Just pray to whatever God you believe and say, change this inside of me. I beg of you, change it. And again, if you know me, you know how to talk about this on this channel. You know that. But I can't deny that I've had an experience that taught me that prayer works. Give that a try. Or better yet, visualize yourself being free of these creepy, needy emotions. Visualize yourself decentering them. Every day, visualize it. See it in yourself. Observe how prioritizing them actually has the opposite effect. And over time, your behavior will start to change. Why? Because your eyes are finally seeing the truth. You're not in your own mind. You're not gonna say, okay, maybe if I text them, maybe they'll respond because I heard that. No, you'll be like, no, I can't be. If they're not showing me interest, doing more is not gonna make them like me. Let me walk away. And like magic, your behavior changes, your nonverbal cues changes, the way you talk changes to such a degree that the results you start to see are mind blowing. At the end of the day, it comes down to being happy. The most needy, unattractive people who end up alone are just the unhappy ones. Truly happy people end up with someone. And if they don't react in such a way that creates more problems. Even if this happy person ends up alone, he doesn't create more problems. He doesn't create bitterness that maybe one day he'll find someone that likes them, but because you're so bitter of your past, they walk away from you. Your reaction to failure, like a lot of times, predicts your future results. Don't get bitter. Focus on happiness, and you won't allow yourself to be bitter. But when you seek validation and they reject you, you're gonna be bitter, completely forgetting the main point, which is to focus on happiness, and everything else will fall into place. So, God, you become happy, you start getting more active. You become happy, you get around more people. You get around more people, you meet people. You become more active, you lose weight. You look more attractive. You'll be hit. Come on, man. The problem is that a lot of people just don't understand how things have a cascading effect, the domino effect. You just want the ending. I'm telling you, I'm teaching you a domino effect that leads to what you want. It just takes patience, my love. All right? All right. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Check out my courses, work with me one-on-one, and check out my paintings, people. Look, I'm working on this painting right here for a client. It's almost done. Um, these are paintings that I sell right here, right? So you could go and check them out. Look at these paintings. Go check them out on my website. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Now, I know you guys like that video, right? But the problem is that most likely you're watching my videos very scattered. And you're understanding the information, but you might be getting information overload because you might be watching a video for this, but then a video for that. Sometimes it's best to just purchase the systems that I have that will give you more clarity. For example, I have the psychological game of attraction, which is a system that I have for women who are single, and it'll teach you how to go from single to relationship, and it'll give you everything that I know you're gonna encounter, like any objections, what to do when someone's pulling away, when it's time to open up, when it's time to close down, how to punish people for disrespect, how to find out if somebody genuinely likes you. You get all of that in that system rather than watching all of my videos. It's actually a more efficient way of learning. I also have natural chemistry, which is a course that I created for women who are in a relationship and want to strengthen their relationship. So if you're a nice girl, if you lack assertiveness, if you're the type of person that doesn't have respect in their relationship, well, then natural chemistry is the course for you. After that, we have the feminine woman, which is a self-help course for women in order to help you guys develop more emotional strength, to develop a meditation practice, to set and achieve your goals. I also teach you guys my manifestation technique that has literally manifested what I have today, right? So remember, in these systems, you get the for women who are single, psychological game of attraction, women who are in relationship, and the feminine woman, right? Each course is $99 each, right? So if you purchase them individually, they'll be $400. Yeah, $300. But with the bundle, you get them at $249, right? So just click on the description down below, and is a lifetime guarantee. So you can keep it forever. And if you don't like it, you have a 30-day money back guarantee, right? On top of that, we also sell them with the bonuses, right? Social mastery, and it's just a bunch of bonuses that I have, which is almost like double the material of the course. So it's a really good way to get a lot of value from it. And it's a great way to support the channel. So you can click on the description down below where it says purchase the fundamentals, and I'll see you guys inside. Take care.